Welcome to the Home Service Expert, where each week, Tommy chats with world-class entrepreneurs and experts in various fields like marketing, sales, hiring, and leadership to find out what's really behind their success in business. Now, your host, the Home Service Millionaire, Tommy Mello.
A very sought-after business for investors to buy. So if you're going to build a business, that's a goal. That's a benchmark that you need to head towards. I'm buying typically broken businesses. One, because most businesses in our industries are broken, so not a lot else to find. Number two, I find that the bigger businesses that require management teams, one, if they're underperforming, the management teams probably are underperforming as well. Number two, there's a tendency for people to get disillusioned by change. And obviously, if you buy a smaller company or medium-sized company that needs to evolve, there's going to be change. And everything that you thought you bought was the continuity of the management team, the people itself, all the stuff tends to go away. Just like when you acquire a company and the management team gets afraid of change and wants to disperse, the customers do too. Customers get afraid of change as well. So if you bought a company that had a predictable call count over the last 3 years of 2,000 calls, you can pretty much bet on at least 25% of them, as much as 50% of them are going to go away just because the fear of the change. When you get an acquired customer you acquire a company and you get that acquired customer, when they call you, one, they clearly have a need. Two, they've gotten over the barrier of fear dealing with that brand. So in essence, you're buying the relationship between that customer and that brand. And so you gotta treat it sacred, but that's a more powerful customer because they're gonna buy all of the above. You go at it from every different angle. I mean, it's the new jargon of lead funnels, right? They're all different lead funnels. You have to approach them differently. But I bought businesses in every one of the forms that you described. Now, here's what I learned. One, if a guy has resigned to the fact he wants out of his business, which is his life, he's dedicated his life to it. One, you have to go in with a certain amount of reverence and respect for it. You fought the fight yourself. You understand him. You cannot put him down. You need to put him as equals. We own businesses together. We're businessmen. So you cannot disparage anything he has. If they want to sell the trucks and they want to sell their Home Depot account and they want out, take it and shut it down. Take it and sell the trucks off. Take the burden off them. Most of them do not want to have any lingering, to remind them of maybe their failure. You got to be careful. People ask me, how do you get a hold of all these businesses? Is because I put myself in their shoes. I talk to them like an equal, and we work out a good, solid win-win deal with them, where most people go in at it trying to act a little superior. They don't make a good connection with them, and they basically offend the man's life work.
You'll buy it way cheaper than they could buy it. The brand ambassador, like Coca-Cola, could buy Coke cheaper than root beer could buy it. They're going to pay $100 where you might pay 10 cents because Google wants you to pop up. That's called a quality score. So your quality score is through the roof for your own search terms.
The strategy that we're deploying is not about looking for a demographic. As a matter of fact, Roy Williams, who's the
Wizard of Ads,
he's written a lot of articles that are demographics or for fools. And I won't go into the details why, but we're not really focused on a demographic. We are focused on how do we reach half the population. How do we reach half the population in the markets that we're doing 3 to 4 times a month? That's what the goal is.